As exciting and as wonderful as this transition is, it is also creating difficulties for many people. These difficulties are occurring as the pace of the shift quickens and we continue to hold tightly to our third dimensional beliefs and habits. Judging others and ourselves, resentment, competition, prejudice, and fear are only a few examples. There are many. These habits and beliefs are choices that belong to the dense, noisy third dimension, and they must be released. As long as we continue to hold these limitations and argue over rights and wrongs, as long as we believe in lack and see the world through a filter of us and them, we will experience the uncomfortable effects of the shift within our physical and emotional bodies. What's going on here is that we argue for our limitations and hold on to old beliefs that no longer support us. We are creating a resistance or blockage within our four-body system that is causing us discomfort. Now, the third dimensional reality as we know it is shifting, is going away. Your awareness is expanding and is becoming far more aligned and balanced as you move into a higher consciousness. Release the limitations of the third dimension and embrace your higher consciousness, please. Become far more aligned and balanced with who you are as you move into a higher state of consciousness. You can't take your baggage with you. Humanity is waking up. And as it does, the old structures that have supported duality, maintained separation, and controlled the masses with fear are beginning to crumble. Just as this shift is occurring globally, it is also occurring internally within each individual, regardless of his or her beliefs, religion, commitment to spiritual growth, or lack of awareness. Signs that you are being affected by the external conflicts, including internal imbalances, worry, anxiety, physical illness, and stress. You may notice yourself being more impatient and easily irritated. You may find yourself withdrawing from others. You may notice your questioning thoughts and feelings that you have always experienced, but never paid much attention to before now. You may notice that the lifestyle you've enjoyed for many years is no longer satisfying. What if there was a way to allow the cultural agreements to crumble without us feeling lost? What if people really could come together for each other instead of fighting wars? What if you could make a difference and smooth out the inevitable transition so everyone could step into the fifth dimension? Dear esteemed, honored, noble, and notable viewer, our thoughts create our beliefs. Our beliefs create our habits, and our habits create our lives. In other words, our thoughts, no matter how unconscious, create our reality. However, many of the thoughts that we think and the beliefs that we hold are not even our own. They were given to us by our mothers, fathers, teachers, ministers, and the third dimensional reality outside of us. It's not that our parents or anyone else set out deliberately to mislead us. In most cases, it was because they loved us and wanted the best for us. Their guidance was very specific. Do this. Don't do that. This is good and right. That's bad and wrong. Talk to these people and not to those people. You get the picture. These caring adults were simply passing on to us what their parents and their parents, along with most of the rest of society, had taught them to accept as the truth. Growing up, many of us may intuitively have felt that what others accepted as the truth did not feel right or congruent to us. But consensus opinion is a powerful thing. It is not easy to stand against the crowd or argue with the grown-ups or our loved ones. Hence, many of us learn to fit in, to repress our intuitive senses and dumb down our feelings. In the process, we became numb. This is why so many people today are unhappy, but have no idea why. It is because they have lost touch with their own inner guidance system, that eternal spark that wants to scream,
"Yes, this is who I am!"
As we each begin to awaken, seek our own truth, and walk our own unique path, we begin to realize that there is much more to who we are than the outside world would lead us to believe. As we look within ourselves, we begin to realize that we are multidimensional spiritual beings who are able to align with a higher truth. As this transformation occurs, a new recognition is revealed. It is our personal truth that creates happiness and adds simplicity to our path. Few have experienced this higher truth, but now this truth is an expanding presence sought by many. Because of you and many others, a new consciousness is unfolding. The third dimensional world that was once defined by the old truths, old structures, and old beliefs of those around us is no longer working. That third dimensional game is being dissolved. You have an important role to play in this transition, and you have a great deal to contribute. The teachers of light here at the Ombanda New Earth Ashram for Compassion and Strength want to make this transition easier for you. Please hit the subscribe button, leave this video a thumbs up, leave a pleasant comment. Stay tuned for further information disseminations and video offerings of teachings of the light, the New Earth Golden Age timeline. Namaste. Namaskaram.